in. Trashing this one. How do you soft reset a Dreamcast game? Come to Canada instead. No. Hey, Nico. Thanks for the good luck. You said it worst time? Don't worry about it. That's just Illbleed for you. I mean, I got world record this stream in any percent by like a whole minute. Like, I had a big PB, so I feel like I spent my good luck. And I even if the rest of the runs today go absolutely fucking nowhere, I'm okay. I'm okay with that. Smashed out a juicy PB already. It was good looks. It's got like a really good boss, like I got a really good couple of boss fights, and it saved a lot of time. Just kind of got lucky where I needed to. There's like a boss that drops rings, and where the rings land is totally unpredictable. Cool. 2 smell door. But if the rings land close enough together, you can kill 2 rings with 1 cycle, but the rings need to land close enough together, so you gotta be quite lucky. They go in all sorts of directions, so you gotta just be lucky with it. I was able to get 2 rings in 1 cycle twice. It is good luck if you get it once. I got it twice, and I was like, damn. It was fast. It was very good. So I ended up saving like 40 seconds on 1 split, and I was like, oh, I'm very ahead now. Before, I was simply ahead. Then I was very ahead. And then I stayed very ahead. And then I won. And now I have a 117 instead of a 118. It's like a low 117 too. How long have I been growing it now? When did the pandemic start? Since then?
Cool.
Guys, I'm not picking up. I could, I'm not going to. I'm not picking up the Kaiseki, I'm sorry. I don't need it. Thanks, game. I tried to tag it and it didn't fucking work. There we go.
Cool.
The global panini. Global panini. I don't know what. Panini's a really funny word, alright?
Cool.
Global panini. That tickles me, that does. What? Yo, Chuck, thanks for the congrats. The panini. But yeah, it's been since then, and like the reason for that is that when it all kicked off, you know, you couldn't get to a hairdresser because you couldn't. They were all closed, man. And then the hairdresser closest to me, the one I usually went to, fucking closed down. As a result of the panini. I got it. I got the fight skip. I got the fight skip. I got the fight skip. Wah! That's good. He could go all the way. Touchdown! Escape too, actually. Yeah, the hairdresser near me, the one I used to get my hair cut by, closed down as a result of the panini. I'm gonna start calling it that from now. Whoever said that first, you've started something really bad here. And as a result, you know, I couldn't get my hair cut for an increasingly longer amount of time because no fucking hairdresser to go to. I mean, there were more. I could have walked further, but the one I was like, I liked going to and knew the people who worked there was gone. I was like, I don't want to like get acquainted with a new hairdresser. That sucks. I'm a very awkward human being, as you might be able to like ascertain. And so I just let my hair grow out long. And here's the thing. Something funny happened when I let my hair grow long. People started complimenting me on my appearance a lot.
Hey, hurry up! Shoot! Shoot!
Like, both in real life and on stream, people would suddenly like, oh, you know, your hair's looking, you've grown it out nice and long. It looks good on you, man. That sort of thing. It's like, well, no one gave a shit about how I looked before my hair grew out, and now everyone seems to give a shit about how I look, in a good way. People just say good things about it. It's like, well, I guess I'm vain enough that, like, well, people seem to like it, and I already have it, I'm just going to keep it. Still laughing about the warlock. That's kind of funny. That's kind of a funny comment, but I wish people in this fucking country would mind their own business. Where is he? Those of you who are wondering, with my super long, flowing, luscious, like not even particularly long hair, I'm like way outdone by fucking like Maxi and Waifu and stuff. They got much longer hair than I do. But people in Northern England just like say shit out loud all the time. They are the rudest people on planet fucking Earth. One dude, as I was walking back from the grocery store, after having gotten me fucking groceries, points to like this woman that he's walking with. I don't know, whatever. Doesn't matter. Points at me. Points at me, no less. So, like, there is no mistake as to what the fuck he's talking about, and says, look at that hair. It's like a warlock. Like, loud enough for me to hear it. I'm just like, funny, but fuck off. like, funny? Sure. I'll accept that. That is, like, not the meanest thing someone could say about me. But, please mind your own fucking business. Why'd you jump so short? I'm very surprised I got the dodge off in time for that one. I tried to cast a spell on him. I know, people just, they don't mind their own fucking business. I don't know what their deal is. Shit. That's not a hit I wanted to take, nor is it a hit I agree with me taking. It's like, that one was funny. The much less funny one was when I was just walking around the park, because I'm in the habit of walking around the park. You know, such as to, you know, do physical exercise and stay vaguely healthy, something like that. I don't know, I'm not that healthy regardless, but I'd be unhealthier if I didn't. Some woman just, like, just points at me. Points at me, like, very close to me as well, like, not even from particularly far away, and says, way too loudly, "Is that a lad?" It's like, what the fuck is it to you? Ooh, the timeout. What? You misclicked? I was wondering, what the fuck did they say? I wasn't upset. I don't know. I don't know why they do that around here. It's fucking weird. This is why I say I just think Northern English people are just the rudest motherfuckers. It's like, is that a land? It's like, A, yes. B, why does it, like, what is it to you? This is a very good stage 1, by the way. Yep. I mean, I haven't ran good ending in like a while, but still. That was a very nice stage 1. Getting smacked aside. .30, I think, is actually a faster stage 1 than I had on my any % PB. Why does the game not accept the button to select a character? I'm pressing left to start the fucking stage and it's going, what if we just didn't instead? Dreamcast D-pad sucks. This is why I need to invest in one of those funny, newer controllers that actually has, like, a D-pad that works. Hey, Princess Kira. Hi. 1104 on the previous ones, yeah, it was a much better home run of death. I mean, my PB did not, like, the one I just set didn't have a spectacularly good stage 1, because my video feed cut out in the middle of the stage, and I was flying blind for a few seconds. I can't wait to be accused of splicing for that one. It's like, if that's a splice, that's a shit splice, dude. How the run's been so far? I PB'd in any % earlier by, like, a whole minute. Just chop a whole minute off that, clean. Set me a spicy new time. It was nice. And there's still time to be saved on it as well. It's not even close to a solved video game. But it was a very nice PB. Nice and chunky. Some good luck. The Crypt D-Rust. Dude, the Crypt D-Rust has done that to me more times than it hasn't. 4 times now, Eggdice has been, can you de-rust this game for the hotfix? And I have then gotten record in the process of doing that. There was Galarians. Galarians, I broke the record in the process of de-rusting for that. There was Silent Hill Origins, I broke the record by like almost a full minute in the process of de-rusting that because I accidentally discovered a new route thing to do. There was D2, where I broke the record during the hotfix. And now there's this. So, four times. I'm starting to feel like this is actually kind of like Eggdice's psychology, because I tend to submit to GDQ the things I'm most fresh on, and therefore things I've got like recent PBs, and I'm waiting again, because I don't trust that. So I feel like he's selecting my games for me. Because, like, what am I going to submit to AGDQ? Probably this and Silent Hill Origins, actually. Because I have PB'd in them recently, I'm quite fresh, I've discovered new things.
I disagree.
Congrats on another hotfix. R.I.P. Summer.
And I feel like I could give those games a good showing. It's like, but only because he picked them for hotfix and then I de-rusted and then broke record in them again. It's like, he's picking my submissions for me. He's tricky like that. He's trying to trick me. Yo, Liv Lynn, thanks for the 10 months. Congrats another hotfix. Rip Summer. Good. Summer around here can kiss my ass. Although I will say I'm not fond of this whole September business either. Are the cutscenes for this fun enough to make into a donation incentive? The cutscenes for this are fun enough, but the principal problem is the length. An all cutscenes run of Illbleed would take this run from being about an hour, and, you know, about an hour and 30 is the estimate I usually give to watch some cutscenes that are fun. But a strict estimate, I would probably give, like, 120, you know, if I'd skipped all the cutscenes. I actually have no idea what my time was on the hotfix. I didn't ask. But an all cutscenes run would, like, double the run length. It becomes, like, 3 hours and change. And it doesn't matter how good your cutscenes are, they're never going to let you double the run length for a donation incentive. Unless you're Pokemon. Have I played Silent Hill Mobile? No. I have played precious few mobile games in my life. I tell you what mobile game I have played, though. I've played Dead Rising Mobile. I finished Dead Rising Mobile. Is it not faster to grab the flamethrower first? Doesn't really matter. You gotta go both anyway. You can't jump the fence, sadly. So that was a mobile game. It's got, like, 5, I think. There's like a whole series of like mini adventure games developed for phones with the Silent Hill branding, but they don't really have like anything to do with the like Silent Hill, and they're not that impressive. And I don't know, they exist, I guess. They're a curiosity more than anything else. I barely count them, but then again, I'm kind of like a dickhead purist about this in that I barely count mobile games in general. Sorry guys, I'm that kind of guy. I regret to inform you. I'm aware of the gamer stereotype of the guy who doesn't think mobile games are real games. I've decided to just own it. I just don't think there's a whole lot of artistically valid things going on over there. It's mostly garbage. Fuck, where is he? A not particularly novel opinion, I'm sure, but there you go. That was a fucking dumb idea. That was a mistake, and I knew it was a mistake the second I started moving. I was like, yeah, I've committed to this course of action now. There we go, here's the loop. Mostly got it's true, but like it's the nature of like the economy in which it resides. Like it's inherently good video game hostile. And to have a go consider using different characters at certain points. Yeah, Kevin is faster to use on Revenge of the Queen Worm in particular because his jump is in fact like a bit quicker. It's been tested. Characters don't run faster at all. I've tested that, I assure you. I assure you I've ran the numbers. Characters don't run faster than each other, but male characters jump quicker. Like, they have less landing. More specifically, they have less landing recovery. Since this is good ending, by the way, we gotta, like, come here. Burn some monkeys to death. Can I get them all? I got them all. And that's Michelle saved. Moving on. For whatever reason, it's an animation thing. Both the female characters in this game, both Erica and Michelle, have like have the same landing animation, but it's different from the guys. I'm bad. It's different from the guys who have a slightly shorter landing animation, so it's faster to use Kevin for this stage and only this stage because of the jumping puzzles. But outside of that, it does not matter. And even then, the grand total of time that is saved as a consequence of that is like 10 seconds, but it comes with the rider that if you fuck up at any point, all your time save and change is straight in the bin. Like, if you get into a fight by accident at any point in the process of completing the level run, like, well, not run over, but all your time save that you would have gained from picking Kevin is immediately lost. So it's a risk move. It's a risk move. Which, honestly, it might be worth, like, how often do I actually, like, accidentally get into a fight on that stage? Not often. Maybe it's time to start doing Kevin strats. Good ending is saving all your friends. Yeah, and York, who counts. Good ending is saving all of your friends. Whereas bad ending, we don't bother to do that. Because there's no real, like, reason to otherwise. Pansy. Yep, Pansy.
Cool.
Oh, fuck. I thought I tagged that. I didn't. That's gonna be a problem, like, immediately if I don't do that. Actually, I trust this so little that I'm tagging it anyway. Okay, I didn't need to. Dang. I really did thought I tagged that. Like, I knew what I wanted, but I didn't... I thought I tagged it. I thought I had it. I didn't. Fuck. Mistake.
Cool.
And that's why you gotta buy the healing items, because if I didn't buy the healing items, that would have been run dead on the spot. Like, unironically, that's it. You just lose. That's a lot of tagging going on there, but most of it is correct, so...
Cool.
It's one of the Halloween games of all time, that's for sure.
Cool.
But here, on this stream, it's Halloween all the time. So I'm out here playing it with some frequency. I don't know, I like how this is like one of my runs, as it were. I'm attached to it. You shouldn't be. You shouldn't do that, because inevitably someone like shows you up and gets really good at it, and then it's not your speedrun anymore. And then you feel very sad. It's like, what do I have left in life? Oh my god, I'm useless without video games. It's like that. I'm sure that's very relatable. It's not relatable in the fucking slightest, is it? It's just weird. I was really hoping I'd get counter hit for that, but I didn't. He should be dead, but he's not getting counter hit. There we go, he's dead. That was okay. That's fine. But, like, I routed this from scratch. Most of the knowledge about how to run it is from me. You know, I'm, like, very far ahead of anyone else on the leaderboard, etc., etc. Like, it's a me run. I've done the bulk of the stuff, you know?
Cool.
Does that count? But for now, I like, you know, I'm proud of my work on this game, put it that way. Yeah, that counted.
Hey, hurry up!
Ha ha ha.
Hey, hurry up!
Ha ha ha, I got kicked.
Hey, hurry up!
Okay, that could have gone worse. Still not in bleed range. Works for me. No, you paused by accident like a fool. It's not that one, dude. It's this one.
Cool.
passwords ever changed? No. They are fixed. That trap is stupid. I hate this one. Why? There's nothing there. It's just empty space. It's dumb. It's dumb. It's dumb and I hate it. Love my moose shirt. I like it too. Thanks, Virtuany. I guess, okay, so, like, there's the three, like, major strategies slash route things that you could do to save time in any category of this game. If you were, like, really, like, risk strats, basically. Risk strats that I still don't quite do because I don't really think I need to, like, play super close to the knuckle to PB in anything at the moment. Like, the game's not that optimized. It's just me. Avoiding buys on Killerman and Toy Hunter, you could technically skip a buy on both and save, like, about maybe 40 seconds? Buying does take a while. Between the two of them. With the caveat that if you make a single mistake in either stage, your run is immediately trashed. And you could also use Kevin for Queen Worm. Again, with the caveat that if you make a mistake, you immediately trash your time save. What the fuck? Where is he? There's supposed to be a guy there. No trust. Knew it. I don't know why the first guy didn't spawn. I guess it's good, though. Man, I was able to walk for longer without needing to open the menu. Theoretically good RNG, question mark, I guess? Just I'm not used to that happening, because it's not supposed to. Okay. Plus side. I'm saying on the plus side is like there's a downside that just, hey, new record means I have something new to slap on the YouTube channel. The thing about my main YouTube channel is because that's where I put like PBs and content, but like the content that I make takes, like the long form content, I barely have time to do it, so I rarely ever actually do it. Means I'm not a regular uploader, and YouTube doesn't like you if you don't upload regularly. I still don't get YouTube. YouTube is a mystery to me. It continues to be a mystery to me. I wish I got YouTube, because it feels like if you're a YouTuber, you get like a Twitch audience for free, but like the reverse is not true. I once again think he fell off the stage. Aha, but this is good ending, folks. Whee! Yeah! You can't dodge as a wood puppet, which makes this combat encounter a whole kettle of fish. I'm getting hit out of everything I do. Oh, that guy died because it was counter hit. Fuck you. Son of a bitch. Yeah, make me fight. Make me fight enemies with the fucking fastest attacks in the game while I am the slowest guy. And I have to get a counter hit to win. What am I doing to make that attack happen? Like, what buttons? Oh, right trigger. It's the same button that fires guns normally. You do not get the brain in this stage, no. You don't need it. To get good ending, it doesn't matter if Randy is brainless or not. Thank you. Yeah, no, it took me a while to work that out as well, actually. It's like, how do you do, like, the spinny, funny propeller? For the longest time, I actually tried to, like, I did the run just doing the kick attack, but the kick attack is, like, so, it's just worse. Rip Randy? I mean, Randy's alive, he just has no brain. I saved Randy. He's alive. Just no brain. Ah, that hit on like the last possible active frame as well. Really? No counter hit? Really? Fuck you. And he's not getting counter hit either. There we go. That's counter hit. Should be dead. Not great. Not great. Not my favorite. Couldn't lie to you.
Cool.
What pan? Was this a necessary fight to take? Ow. Ow. It's my opening round start with these dash moves. How the what? He's not dead? Man. That's rough. Ugh. Definitely wouldn't survive if I didn't heal. I would bleed to death before the end. Not the greatest wood puppets, not gonna lie. It's been okay, but it hasn't been great. Randy doesn't have a brain. Does he play differently? He has no adrenaline. Zero. This makes him functionally unusable. We have learned collectively as a unit not to risk that. Because if you trade on the final hit, the boss just doesn't die. They can't die mid-attack animation. I'm still saving time on this. Like, quite a lot, actually. Despite the fact that Wood Puppets was not very good. That's just good ending. I just haven't ran this in a while. That was a bit early, but whatever. I'm just better at the game now, dude. Right, Killer Department Store has no friend to save, so you don't need to really do anything. In fact, for my part, the run is actually completely unchanged from this point on, mostly. There's one extra thing I have to do before Toy Hunter. Or after, actually, it doesn't really matter. Brainless Randy in the menu. There he is. There's the star of the hour. Alright, what pattern do we got? Trolley pattern? Trolley pattern.
Cool.
Trolley! Americans don't call it a trolley, do they? Call it fucking shopping cart, mate. But we call it trolley! Trolley. Tag! I tagged way too many things there.
Cool. Cool.
Hey, Simski. Having a good morning? Yeah, I set a new world record at any percent by like a minute. It's going well.
Cool.
And why not follow up by PBing and good ending as well? I probably can. Like, I'm very confident about that. The good ending run of this I've done is like old. It's not very good. What is pink middle, purple ceiling, purple floor, orange face? That is a sequence of words that makes sense to me and only me.
Cool.
Purple ceiling, purple floor.
Cool.
And orange face. The hitbox for that is wider than it looks.
Cool.
This pattern. Run, Eriko. There's some quirks to that.
Cool.
You get yonder green can. This pattern has no hair scare in it. So we can just run straight on through, grab the hatchet, and bugger off.
Cool.
So I lost it, thanks for the good luck. Eriko's could be a really good sound alert. So this game's full of good sound alerts. Like, speaking of stream things, I need to, like, actually... Where am I going? It's the wrong way. Actually, get some fucking new emotes. Get some new emotes. Get some new emotes, dude. Do a thing. Pay an artist like a real streamer.
Cool.
Just a very slow bitch when it comes to doing that, though. It's like extra things on top of the 5,000 other things I'm doing at any given moment.
Cool.
Unhappy with the amount of meat given, they whack me in the friggin' head, and I go everywhere. Oh, my bones, my blood, oh. And this guy, he's the same kind of way. He's just horrible. He sucks, actually. He's the worst guy. You know, it occurs to me, I got lucky on my any percent. I got one of those for free, which is kind of rare. Like, that's what I bet on. I bet on getting, like, one. I've never seen both. I'm not convinced it's possible. I don't have a reason to think it's possible, like, to think it's impossible, other than just I've never seen it. But I've never seen it. And given how many times I've played this game through, I'd like to think I would have seen it at least once. But I haven't. Please consider Klonoa-related emotes. I don't like stream Klonoa enough for that, I think.
Cool.
It's not... That's the wrong one. How often do they let you through with just one? I don't have, like, an exact ratio.
Cool.
I'm not really sure how the cockroach thing works. It's not tied to the pattern. Like, I thought it might have been tied to the pattern, you know? Like, everything else. Like, oh, if everything else is decided by the trap pattern, maybe that is as well. That seemed like a good assumption. It's not, though. It's different. It works differently, somehow. Hey, Bender. Time for the worst thing. Okay, well that was some damage on both of them. That's okay. Counter hit. No kill, but that's okay. Getting hit by that is less okay. Counter hit. That guy's dead. That's good. You're not dead. It's tragedy. Fuck. That could have been a kill, but body blocked. That's not counter hit. That ain't killing shit. You ain't killing nobody with those kinds of moves. That guy might be dead. I don't care that I got hit out of it. I killed him. That's good. You take those. That, not even close. Fuck off, game. Bad game. I reject that. What? Bad game? No fucking way was that not it. Boo. Boo. No counter hit. This game sucks. Give me the counter hit. Boo. Boo. Fuck you. Oh my god, Eriko, you massive wanker. Fucking hit. Boo! Bad game. Boo! That's horseshit. That is so much time wasted because the game just wouldn't fucking give it to me. Boo! There ain't shit I can do about that. If it doesn't want to give me counter hit, I cannot get a kill. It is not allowed. That is not how the game works. That sucked.
Cool. Cool.
That, like, started really good, and then the last guy just would not give it to me.
Cool.
On top of Eriko just whiffing her fucking attacks as well.
Cool.
I have no idea how good my worm fight is on PB. So, like, maybe that matters. Maybe, I don't know, like, PBing with terrible worm fights is not uncommon, because the worm fight is a trash fight for idiots. Like, most worm fights are bad, because it's a fucking bad encounter.
Cool. Cool. Cool.
I think someone asked me a question and then I didn't see it, because I was too busy booing. Illbleed stream, did you miss the Blue Stinger speedrun? Right, that was the one. No, I've never finished Blue Stinger. I couldn't tolerate it long enough to finish it, sorry. I've never ran Blue Stinger and I never will. It's too long and I don't like the game that much. the biggest nail in the coffin for me with Blue Stinger is the fact you can't skip the cutscenes. That was when I gave up, was when I died on, like, a particularly annoying segment a couple times, and it kept making me rewatch the, like, 8-minute cutscene every time. I was like, nope, fuck you. Never make me do that. Don't make me rewatch cutscenes several times on death. That is a violation of basic human decency. In the bin with you. And so I never finished it. I don't care how old the game is. I'm just not putting up with that. I have better things to do. Yeah, I appreciated Blue Stinger's energy. But, I didn't really like the combat. I didn't really like its puzzle sensibility. And if you die, you makes you rewatch all of the cutscenes again, and it's like, fuck that, dude. Just let me get going. When I realized you couldn't skip the cutscenes, at that point, I think that's when my interest, like, fell through the floor. Because at that point, I realized I obviously didn't want to run it. Like, as soon as I realized that every single run would entail watching the cutscenes for about an hour every single run, I was like, right, that's this game's speed prospect straight in the bin, like, immediately. That is just simply not happening. Why didn't I get a knockdown? I hate that. That's bad game. That's bad game behavior. That is bad game behavior. That's the knockdown you need, not the one I got. Sometimes the third hit of the full combo just fails to knock down, and that's just bad game moment number 57. Sometimes it just doesn't work. I don't have an explanation for that. It's just supposed to work, and sometimes it fails. I think it's a bug. I have no explanation for it otherwise. Because, like, that's the strat, is that you go for a knockdown there. If you get the second, if the third hit connects and it gets a knockdown, you can, generally speaking, loop it to victory relatively simply. But, sometimes you can land the hit and it just won't knock down. It just fails to work properly. I cut that jump real fine. Yeah, I think it's just a bug. I don't, because, like, it's supposed to knock down on hit, and it just fails to sometimes. It doesn't have to be, like, counter hit to knock down either. It just sometimes just, I don't know, it's supposed to work and sometimes it just doesn't. Yeah, I had to practice the jump rope part using a manual save. But once you got the time... My advice for the jump rope, by the way, is when you get to number 8, like 8 in the corner, just mash. Like, just mash the next one. Do not even attempt to time it. You will always... If you try and time it, it'll come out late. Just mash. Obviously, you need to time the last one after that. Split. That came out super late because I pressed my foot pedal and it didn't fucking split. Is 9 slower? 9 is slower, yeah. It slows down at 9. But 8 is so fast that, like, just mash. Surprise.
Aha.
Uh-huh. How will we solve this chilling mystery without Brainless Randy? I mean, we've got Brainless Randy, it's just not, we're not playing. We're not playing him right now. Park Facility Control Room. Truly is a mystery who Killerman is. We may never know. It may remain one of the mysteries of our time. Interesting. That means it's pattern A.
Cool. Cool.
Good. That looks like nothing, but there's a very particular line being worked with there. The hitbox for that one is quite big, so be careful.
Cool. Hey, hurry up!
Narrow escape, and unlike patterns B and C, this one you've actually got to, like, not rush ahead like an idiot. Because that's right there.
Cool.
Now you can rush ahead like an idiot. Cool. Nailed it. That's pretty much what that's supposed to look like. Good effort. Good effort. I think pattern A is the slowest of the patterns you can get for this level, but not by much. Because there's a couple of extra tags you gotta do, but like it really doesn't matter that much. For my money, I think pattern C is the best one, or at least it's the one I find the most convenient to work with. But it's like a matter of like single-digit seconds. It's not much. It's not much. It does not amount to much on this level. Honestly, the various pattern distributions don't make, like, a massive impact in general, although they do make, like, a little bit of an impact. Like, I definitely think there is a best layout for each level. Although for department store, it really doesn't matter for department store. But there's like theoretically one with the least amount of necessary tags, and I guess it would be that one. But that's like a matter of seconds. This one is also like a matter of seconds for the same reason. I think the stage with the most like disruptive pattern is probably the first one. Because the number of like increased tags you need is like so high compared to something like pattern C. We can just run past everything. It's way easier. And then there's the fact that fight skip, like there's a fight you can jump past. It's a very particular jump, but it's possible. Fight skip doesn't work on one of the patterns. Because you'll get caught by a trap if you try. That's definitely the worst one.
Cool.
What are patterns? Okay, so when I'm like tagging bits of the scenery and Erica's going, cool, those are traps. The way traps are generated is that there are 3 layouts per stage and the game picks one randomly. I have the details of the patterns written out, and the goal at the start of pretty much every single level is to quickly figure out which pattern I'm on, so I know what I'm like coming up against. I've already figured it out. I'm on pattern A for this one. The names of the patterns are arbitrary. I picked them. So, like, I know, for instance, that it's this corner. Like, this corner is a trap. I know this to be 100% true. Like so.
Cool.
It could be in a different place if I knew it was in a different pattern. But I know what my pattern is, so I know it's not that. I know where it is. I know where it is because I know where it isn't. And because I know where it isn't, I know where it is.
Cool.
The Erico knows where she is because she knows where the traps isn't. And where the traps isn't and where she is informs where it can be. Again, for instance, I know it's exactly this bit of the floor here. But if I knew I was on a different pattern, I'd be tagging different things, because I know I have the details written down. But not all patterns are created equal. So, like, some patterns are almost certainly faster than others. So, like, there's, even if you know what you're dealing with, knowing what you're dealing with is more important than getting the best pattern. But there is a best pattern.
I disagree.
1 month for every page of Illbleed notes.
Colonel, thanks for the tier 2. 33 months of tier 2, no less. 1 month for every page of Illbleed notes. Tell me about it. Oh, that was a bit loud. So that's one of the tenets of Illbleed speedrunning. There are 3 patterns per level, and you gotta know the 3 patterns to proceed smoothly no matter which pattern you get. But I'm talking about, like, you know, which one would be the most... If theoretically you wanted to, like, grind for the perfect RNG for each level, what would that even be? Like, what's the best pattern? And there is a best pattern, I think. Doesn't one level have 4 patterns? No, that was a routing error. Erico! Climb the fucking ladder! No, I thought one level had 4... I thought it was this level that had 4 patterns, actually. It doesn't exist. It was a note-taking mistake. I am now 100% sure that notorious 4th pattern is not a thing. I made it up. It was wrong. It was a mistake. See, as I was going through my notes the second time compiling the list of patterns, I realized that my pattern D and pattern B for this stage were the same. It was the same. I'd written the same pattern in twice, but there was one difference. And I realized I just made a mistake. This pattern was invented by a writer. Not this time. Not this pattern. This pattern is pure fiction. This pattern was invented by a writer. Not this time. We got you. This pattern never happened. total fabrication.
Cool.
Some of the music just cuts out on the Japan version. Yep. As you can hear, there's no background music right now. For some reason, the morgue just doesn't have music in the Japanese version. At all. A different track was made to play here. Like, not a new track, an existing track was made to play here in the English version. But for whatever reason in the Japanese version, there's just no music here. Yor gets kidnapped by zombies, and we're not going to save him. We'll save him later with the power of money. I honestly thought this not playing music was like an emulator bug. For a while. Because I was like, when I was playing it through an emulator, I was like, why does this section have no music? Is that like a problem? And then I actually bought a Japanese version and started playing it on a console, and I was like, no, there's still no music here either. It's just, the Japanese version here just doesn't have music. It's not like a particularly jaunty song or anything, it's just, there's just no music here. Which is weird. Like, there's music in the American version, but not in the Japanese. The English version did go gold after the Japanese version, yeah, so maybe it was like a change. I don't know. There's really not many changes between the American and Japanese versions of this game, but that's one of them. It's like one of 3. Maybe it was a mistake that no music played and they simply fixed it for the English version. Maybe they simply second-guessed that decision. They were like, actually, there being no music here is kind of weird. You know, blah, blah. Who knows? Who knows? Hey, Patrick Jones. Love this game. I like this game, too. It's my favorite. I think it's my favorite Dreamcast game, actually. Thinking about it, it's like, is this my favorite Dreamcast game? Yeah, I think so. Actually, know where the regional difference of Blue Stinger? Not really, no. I didn't like Blue Stinger enough to finish it. BB says there was a Taiwan release of this. There was actually, yeah. It's one of the. I think it's the only officially translated into Chinese Dreamcast game. It is extraordinarily rare. I don't have a copy of it. Blue Stinger uses a free follow camera like Illbleed in the US version, but it uses entirely fixed cameras like Resident Evil in the JP version. Holy shit, really? Because you know what version of Blue Stinger I tried to play, Zozuka? I played the Japanese version. I didn't realize it was that drastic. Thought they mostly spoke Taiwanese? Yeah, but it's, as far as I am aware, it's localized into, like... I mean, well, I wouldn't fucking know. I'm just going off what I read. Oh! What a jerk. I mean, I got 3 hits off, so I guess that's okay. That's too close. Man. You think if you really save time by reviving multiple characters if you save Yorg and got the 1 mil? I ran those numbers already. That was like one of the first thoughts I had about this category. No. Yorg is too slow. It is genuinely faster to save 2 characters and revive Yorg later. Yorg takes so long to save that it doesn't work out. Oh no, this shouldn't hurt anyone. Yeah, as far as I know, it's localized into some manner of China. I don't know. I wouldn't know the fucking difference, dude. I really wouldn't. Die! You have no health! Stop lying! You're lying to me! This lying liar! He ran out of health but kept living! like a rip of the Taiwan release, I would take a look at it. I think I have enough money to go buy out York from the... See, this is what we do, right? We go over here, we go to the visitor bank. We buy... Oh, it's not as much money as I thought it was. I thought it was 475,000. It's 375,000. I told a lie. I did. I was off. Wrong number. But that's okay. We've bought out Yorg. Yorg is now saved. That counts. That counts as saving a friend for the purposes of the good ending. So we save time by not doing it. And if you got the million, you would have enough money to save your 2 other friends. If you got the Killer Man thing right as well. But saving Yorg takes so long that it is genuinely not worth doing over just buying him out instead. I timed it. Like, Michelle is basic, like, Michelle and Randy are both very quick to save, they're on the way. Yorg is like a whole detour. It's functioning between the characters. In terms of gameplay actions, the mechanics are the same, but they have different stat lines. Like, Michelle has very high adrenaline, but dies to a stiff breeze. Randy has very low adrenaline, and is, honestly, not very good. He's Randy, so, you know, you gotta love him. And Kevin is just sort of blanketly mediocre across the board. Oh, also, all men attack slower. All of them. All men have shittier melee attack animations. So, like, don't pick a dude for boss fights. Okay, so when you change into Cork, right, this is the, like, the male run animation and the male, like, male rigging. So, like, when I jump, I recover a lot faster from landing. That's the single advantage of male characters in this game. They recover from landing faster. Also, Zoku, thanks for the congrats. Thank you very much. The sole advantage of male characters in this game is that they recover faster from landing. After big jumps like that. Oh, I didn't make it. No. Tragic. And every character has a hidden downside that Eriko specifically doesn't. Whenever you start a fight, and you haven't tagged the fight with your horror monitor, you get, like, briefly surprised by an enemy appearing, right? So the character, like, falls down, and you gain a little bit of heart rate to go with it. But Eriko, if she gets knocked down that way, she gets back up again very quickly. Pretty much immediately. Other characters spend like 15 seconds getting off the floor because they're just so scared. You need to find an item called the shock brace in order to counteract that, and the shock brace is not always easily available. In fact, I don't know where it is most of the time. I know where it is in Stage 1. In Stage 1, it's positioned in a location where by the time you get to it, it's fucking useless. Thanks! I love that design decision. Does Eriko even have a benefit from the shock brace? Nope, does nothing for her. It is just a thing. You can have it if you really want to, but it doesn't do anything for her. She already has the benefit of the shock brace item, so it just straight up doesn't do anything for her. What fun.
Yep, I disagree.
You know, Abby's Corner, thanks for the Prime Gaming. Very cool of you. So guys, September is on. New subs are like 30% off, I think. They took away the discount from gift subs though, which is unbelievable. Twitch just really doesn't like it when nice things are allowed to happen on their platform. Yes, I am annoyed about this. Like, I don't get it. Did they hate money?
Yep.
I'm having difficulties. That was a nightmare. September does get worse every year. They remove more things that are discounted every single year. It's like, they just don't want to do the thing anymore.
Yep.
Who was losing out here by like allowing gift subs to be bought at a discounted rate? It's like it's still a sub. Someone still spent money, you know? Like the price of a sub is arbitrary to begin with, right? So like who cares? Oh man, we're making a loss on these subs. It's terrible. That was bad. I almost got hit because I popped out funny. It's dumb. It's really dumb. I don't know, like, it's bizarre. Like, greed ruins everything. It's like, it's weird greed, though, because, like, it doesn't make sense. You'd get more money if you let people do the gift subs at the discounted rate, because people gift sub by, like, the fucking hundreds, because people have no impulse control on this website. Like, I've seen it happen. I think we all have, probably. Imagine giving punching it. Why would anyone do that? Crazy.
Yep.
I pressed the button to tag and it didn't fucking take. I'm very sad.
Yep.
Yeah, it's so, like, short-sighted. It's like, oh man, we're giving away a product at a discount. We can't allow people to gift it that way. And it's like, well, why not? It makes money.
Yep.
Like, again, like, a sub is ephemeral. It's arbitrary. It doesn't, like, cost anything to do. It's not like a good is being, like, manufactured when they do that. It's just fucking money coming out of nothing. So, like, the price of it doesn't... Doing a little, like, little discount here and there on the price of the ephemeral goods is, like, good. That's why mobile games have constant discounts. It's super ineffective. Good username and gift combo, I think. Super ineffective. Thanks for gifting 5 subs. Oh no, someone's impulse control. Crazy! Thank you very much, super ineffective. Enjoy your subs, everyone. Say thank you. Make sure to say thank you. It's the polite thing to do. Polite thing to do. Oh yeah, also, I strongly suspect bits are getting removed. I think they're gonna, like, implement a YouTube-style super chat system instead. Which I've got, like, mixed feelings about, because, could be okay. The super chat system that YouTube has sounds good on paper, I think. But, like, they just sort of randomly took away the ability to vote with bits in polls. You can no longer rig polls with actual money, which I thought was a bizarre choice, because it's like... I thought that was a funny thing that you could do. I don't know, except YouTube takes that... Yeah, I don't know, the cut is horseshit. But people were already buying bits, and the cut on bits is also horseshit. But it is, like, their way of getting rid of, or, like, trying to sort of horn in on the space that, you know, like, direct PayPal donations currently exist in, where people just give the streamer the money. And Twitch doesn't get a cut, because Twitch takes a very... Twitch gets no cut when you do it that way, most of the money goes to me. But the thing with that is that in exchange, I get chargeback protection. So there's not no value to that, although I would generally prefer to get the money. Yeah, they did remove voting. That's why I brought it up. They removed voting with bits. That's why I think bits are being, like, phased out. I think they're going to be replacing them with, like, a super chat style system instead, which I guess I'd prefer super chats over bits. I always have to do, like, the calculation in my head of how much money a bit actually is, because it's based around dollars. Am I worth bits? You can no longer vote with bits, I'm sorry. You can't answer that poll properly. feature is gone. Whoops. They came in a cool cardboard. Yeah, the Taiwan version of Illbleed apparently came in this big box. It's a super rare. It's a super rare item. I'm not sure if there's a rip of it online even. I'd be willing to give it a look-see on an emulator or something if there's like a rip, but I'm not sure if it is. I got 2 again. I can't get 2 this time. Didn't get 2. I got a couple shots off on that one. Didn't get 2. See, it's hard. Oh, I had 1 shot. Didn't get 2 either. Now it's all fragmented and a bit weird. My shot didn't connect properly. That was a dodge. Genius. Ooh, awkward. Nope, Cork missed. I could have had that, but Cork missed. I'll take that hit. That was a good trade. That was a trade in my favor. I lost that much time, damn. Brutal. Oh, maybe not. I think it might be because I did the buy before Toy Hunter instead of after. The split might be a bit of a lie there. Good? Okay, I was very unsure of what to do with that. Whoa! I'm actually very surprised I didn't get hit by that. I missed so many shots there, it turned in a weird way. Right, got him, GG. Do good ending world record. Yeah, okay, the splits there were slightly fake. That fight was, like, good, it wasn't that good. The reason for that is that I bought York before Toy Hunter instead of after. That's why. I moved, like, the time save. That's why it looked like I lost a lot of time on Toy Hunter. I didn't. Only lost a little. See if the Taiwan version uses the same passcodes for the JP version. That makes sense. Do you join Larry just my world record? Yep, I set the new good ending world record. dancing with him. I gotta let the credits play for this category as well. Not just because the song is good, but also because you actually have to see the good ending. Like, I definitely hit the condition, but you gotta see it. Thanks for the GGs, everyone. Thank you for GG. Echo Shell, thanks for the congrats. Thank you very much. Yeah, sub 120 today. Sub 120. You could get 118 in this category, I'm pretty sure. Damn, now I'm... See, I think we could get this about as fast as my old MD% PB was. Good Inning's not that much longer now. It's a bit longer, it's not that much longer. There's a Russian version? I don't think there's an official Russian version. There might be like a fan patch or whatever. Like, there's actually like a very vibrant Russian like ROM hacking scene. What are some of it? Ha ha! I disagree. GG Addict. Mars. Zoku, thanks for gifting a sub to Naho. Have a gift sub as a reward for this stellar double world record stream. That was actually a pretty good run. Like, it started ahead and pretty much stayed there. Killer Department Store, I think, is the weakest stage by far. As it tends to be. Am I going to watch the new Lord of the Rings series on Amazon? What? I don't know anything about Lord of the Rings, dude. Total money! So much money! Good ending! Stay hydrated, I got lukewarm tea. Gross. Why'd you make me drink that?
How are we gonna spend $1 million?
I bought 385 different kinds of Freddy dolls. And I still have a lot left.
I invested in the stock market.
You really trust the stock market?
I don't know. I think so.
You don't want another take of that
Careful.
line?
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. Never mind. She's probably in one of her philosophical moods.
Hey, Erica, are you thinking of your secret love or something?
Maybe it's me. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that at all.
I'm going back to Illbleed. What?
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 If she goes, I go.
Thanks, Randy. But this time, I have to go alone.
Why? What's going on?
Kevin, butt out! She doesn't need a guy right now, okay? Wait for me, guys. If I make it back, I'll probably be a changed girl.
We'll be right here, waiting and praying.
I'm sure you'll make it through, but be careful and don't change too much.
If you get into trouble, try and telepathically communicate with me, okay? I can be at your side in no time. Right. Thanks a lot, guys. I love you all.
I love that. I love that. I love you all. That's the setup for the true ending, by the way. She goes back in, and the next time you play through the game, you have to play the game and save none of your friends, and that gets you the true end.